live. Come here. Come look at this.
I thought we're live.
We are live. Doesn't matter. Show didn't start yet.
Hello.
Look at
Hi,
this
guys.
picture. Is that clear to you?
It is clear, yes.
It is?
You're good. Well, it's
You can't see your eyes.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Suki, we're live. Hi.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Everybody loading up. Philly kid loading us up. Let me get Philly on. Suk, we're back.
It's nice to see you guys. Hopefully had a great weekend. It's nice to be back live on the Suki and Scott show set.
Great weekend.
Right here from
Thursday.
Yes, Leemore Studios, Leemore Production Studios. We are having a great time, and we're just, working at the kinks. Like you said, we're taking the show to another level as everybody's loading up and saying hello. How was your weekend? You look very nice.
Suki, let's talk about how nice I look today. I think we're kind of skipping over the, the
I
headlines.
really like the
here.
colors.
Yeah. We're skipping over the top story.
I'm sorry to touch you, but it looked good.
Touch me, baby. You can touch me anytime.
For so long, we couldn't touch each other. Now
do
we're
you
actually
remember
close to each other.
before we officially start the show? I remember when we were on our TV station.
Yeah.
And they would bring in these people who would help you to anchor better.
Oh, consultants.
Right? They were consultants. They were on-camera talent consultants.
Yes.
And I remember one said, "Don't ever touch
the person you're sitting next to.
Don't ever touch your co-anchor."
Yeah.
And I never understood that because I think a little,
it's just you're friendly.
Right,
you like
right.
Each
it shows
other.
more chemistry between the two people.
Yeah.
If you can't do that, then what's the point?
I don't know, but that's why most people sit like this because if you don't sit like this, holding yourself, you'll want to hold somebody else.
And our top stories this morning, Suki. Don't touch me, but here comes a good
Don't
one.
touch me. But yeah, and
How
you know what?
dare
You always wonder why people think certain things. People have asked me that question. Why do you guys sit there with your hands folded like that?
Right,
Well, it's
right.
because some crazy person told us
Right.
that was the right way to do it, so we do it. But
Did you know? I'll pull back the curtain even further. Did you know that in every promo picture for every news anchor, or
Right.
every on-camera news talent?
Oh, this one?
No, their hands. are
like this?
No, like this. This is how everybody
Like
holds
this?
their hands when they take a picture.
Please, sir.
When they're standing. Can I have
Watch
some
us
more?
on TV.
Please, sir, can I have some more?
Help us get ratings.
More? What is your name? Oliver.
I thought, for a while, women were like holding their hands
What
like
is that?
this,
What-
and it looks too
That
much
looks
like something else.
Yeah,
right.
that's like a
But people were actually doing that back in the days. They'd like stand
Yeah,
up,
right. Or
and
you
they'd be
stand
like,
like this.
and
Right?
you'd have it like right
Hey,
there.
what's going on there? What is this? This is a gynecological visit you got going on here?
But there was a while where and then you had to cross your legs a certain way, so you
Yeah.
looked like as lean. Then there was the hand on the hip to give yourself angles. Now everybody,
Right.
now we do the Instagram pose where we kick our feet out on the
Yes.
floor.
Well, I noticed. Here's what I noticed. Here's what I noticed about you women. On Instagram photos, when women aren't wearing heels,
Yeah.
I noticed everybody likes to lift their feet up a little bit.
Right, you're looking for a cleaner
because
line.
but you're getting that better leg action.
Yeah,
Suki.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
on you.
Your leg
guys.
on.
Yeah. Women are on the beach and they're like lifting their leg up to get that heel effect.
To get a heel,
Right?
to elongate the leg.
Do you remember when I put on heels when we were on the?
You're
on the
very
set?
good at it. You put on my heels.
And you helped me walk.
Yeah,
It was like
you had
stilts.
great calves.
And you rubbed my calves. It was
You
very,
had very good looking
listen,
calves.
I had good calves in those heels.
Yeah, very sexy legs.
I have skinny legs, but with the heels, it shaped
and that's
it up,
why
so.
you wonder why men love women's legs,
I-
because a heel just kind of. I used to
can't
have
argue with you.
just a little FYI since
We'll
we're
start
pulling
the
back
show
the curtain.
one of these days.
There was this guy called the Shoe Dangler who used to walk. Remember the
he
Shoe
loved
Dangler?
you to shoe dangler.
It was like every time Scott and I would do like a, I guess an interview on
Right.
a couch, the guy would be like, "Dangle your shoe."
Yeah, you would cross your legs, and
you'd
you would
go-
know women will you take your heel,
Heels,
but you
so
kind of
sometimes you dangle.
This guy would text Suki and be like, "Can you please take shots of your feet dangling?" And I was like, "Are you-" Not the Boston Strangler, the New
The
Jersey Shoe Dangler.
Dangler.
And this guy was insane, right? And we would, and instead of sending him back a picture of Suki's foot, we would get me on camera going, "You sick bastard."
Or I would get Scott's gnarly feet
yeah.
dangling.
Take a
his-
shot. Here you go, my friend. Here's my feet. But
such
anyway,
fun moments.
we have a great show today. Great show. We do have to start it. Tara Lipinski is here. She's got a new show. She's co-hosting on Crackle. It's called Wedding Talk. Suk. Also, of course, 1998 Olympic gold medalist
Oh my
Tara
gosh,
Lipinski. And then after
World medalist.
Megan Farrell's coming up, singer-songwriter. She is fantastic. She's got new music out. She's got this whole crowdfunding thing going, Suk, where she's raising money for a new album.
I love it.
And she's doing pretty well. So we got that all going on. We got a lot to talk about. Great show. Suki and Scott show. We're going to get this thing going. Jeffrey, if you're ready, in 3, 2, kick it up.
The Suki and Scott Show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling.
It's musical. It's magical.
Suki and Scott, the 7 of Hearts. Exactly.
What she said.
This is a sexy show.
Someone's getting some action.
Now, these larger-than-life personalities are on an exciting new journey as they bring you the Suki and Scott Show.
You guys nailed it. You're great. You ask great questions. You listen.
I answered you because I have respect for you guys, and it was a question respectfully put.
The Suki and Scott Show is your one-stop destination for humor,
You like De Niro and Cape Fear. Counselor!
entertainment,
Jesse's girl.
Wonderful.
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
and optimism.
You guys have such amazing energy.
Ultraviolet light, it gets in there and it just fights the kung flu, is that right? Okay.
Let's laugh together.
I love him.
The Suki and Scott Show.
That's the best intro for a show I maybe have ever seen.
Really?
Your intro is fantastic.
Ah, yes, indeed, Eric Roberts. Thank you, my friend. Suki and Scott show. We are rolling along. Sue, good to see you. What's
Good to
going
see
on,
you.
babe?
I'm just great. I feel like we're looking great. Everybody's feeling great.
Yeah.
I think the new year, we're right into February right
Mhm.
now. And I think that everybody is just,
Do you
it's
remember-
a different mojo that's going on.
Remember
right
when I was
now.
in my mom's basement? I used to wear like a hoodie sweatshirt
It was-
or just, a tank
And then we
top.
used to play songs like
And we-
Alone Again.
Naturally.
Alone.
So, but now I'm busting out all these sport jackets.
So handsome.
Right?
I
look
mean,
at us. We are rolling along.
You're really lifting us up.
Women are digging the hanky, by the way.
I'm digging the
You're
hanky,
digging the
and I'm
hanky.
also digging the color
Nah,
combinations.
a little purplish.
Digging on you, digging on me, a little
Uh,
TLC.
Suk, we have an amazing show today. Tara Lipinski is here, co-host on Crackle, Wedding Talk. It's a fantastic show. They're showing you some amazing destinations and, of course, decor, dresses, the whole deal. They break it all down. It's
love
on
it.
Crackle. And also, of course, she of the Olympic gold medal.
Olympic medalist, her and
1998.
Johnny Weir. I mean,
Yeah.
those two, have such incredible synergy and energy that, they make me laugh every
Yeah,
time they're
Johnny
together.
Weir. It's great. They were doing the Olympic coverage for NBC.
They were brilliant.
I mean, listen, what were you doing in 1998 while Tara was winning Olympic
Wow.
gold,
And
right?
she was so young. She was so young.
So amazing. I think she was the youngest to do it since really till like 2 years ago. And also Megan Farrell's coming up.
We love Megan.
Megan's been on a couple times. She's a fantastic singer, songwriter. She's got new music
From
out.
Pennsylvania.
So speaking of songwriters, I'm going to Billy Joel.
No, you're not.
I finally,
You're finally
going to the garden. If you got
finally, you're
April
going to the garden. I'm so
April
excited.
22nd, if you're going to be at the garden, come see us. I got some house seats, probably be right in front. I don't like to brag. But finally going to see Billy Joel. I saw him 2-3 times at the garden way before COVID, but we haven't gone in a while. So
I think you should.
We hooked it up and we're going to go
I'm
get
so
some,
glad.
$10 French fries and we'll be good to go. But listen,
You mean you don't take your wife out to a fantastic dinner and then take her to Billy Joel?
I'm sure she'll clip me for something.
I was
going to
say $10 French fries. She's got to clip you for something else. By the way, yesterday, guess who's in concert in this New York area?
Who?
Pat Benatar.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah, just
You're a heartbreaker.
I mean, we need to get her on.
Dreammaker.
Yeah.
And her husband, what's his name?
I'm forgetting it,
forgot
but
his
yes, and her husband.
We got to get them on.
Yes,
by
we
the way.
should, we
We got to
should.
get Pat
They're
on.
actually here at the Capitol, just so you know, FYI. So
Well,
it's a big thing.
remember, hell is for children.
Hell is for children.
Because hell.
I love it. Love it. Anyway,
She was one of the original MTV videos used to pop on.
and
right?
Beyonce concert tickets all gone. No, but they're doing it in 3. Are they on? Did they go on
Beyonce?
yesterday?
I don't know. Dude.
I think. Well, there's a lot of people in
I'm
concert.
not a big Beyonce.
Janet's in concert. Beyonce's in.
Uh-huh.
Janet Jackson's in concert.
Okay.
I'm going to that one.
Right.
Beyonce's in concert. Madonna's in concert.
How crazy
There's
does
a
Madonna
lot of-
look, Suki, at the Grammys? Madonna looks insane.
insanely good. I don't like to make a comment on how a woman looks.
Madonna looks insanely good.
Yes,
she really
let's just,
does. That's
you know,
what I
like
meant. I
she's a
forgot the word
creative
good.
person.
You know what I mean? Not that she looked insane. She just doesn't look anything like Madonna anymore.
I mean, listen, it's hard, you know. Like I don't know. Sometimes
and
things go well. Sometimes things
by the way,
don't go well.
Smokey Robinson, 110 years old,
And killing it at the Grammys.
His face looks like he's 15.
He looks amazing.
It's unbelievable.
And he sang amazing. I think we're talking about the Grammys and the recap of the Grammys. I mean, it was a phenomenal night for me. Stevie Wonder, I mean, killed it. 50 years of hip hop.
Right.
What?
Yeah, good stuff.
I was there when hip hop started, so that's you know.
Actually, it wasn't that bad of a Grammys for people our age. Usually, we're like, oh, this isn't for us anymore. But they really did a nice job with some decent stuff.
Yeah, and the best one is like a lot of people were looking at J-Lo and Ben Affleck.
Oh, he was miserable.
He was miserable for some reason, and every time Trevor Noah was the host, and he was going around and like talking to people. Ben was like, oh, why am I here? This is not Hollywood. And J-Lo's like, these are my people. You know, Bad Bunny did like the first time they had a Spanish song opening up at the Grammys. That was pretty like record breaking. And the first trans individual to win a Grammy was pretty incredible.
Yeah, which one was that?
Which
Smith?
was with
Sam?
Yeah, Sam Smith.
Smith?
Yeah. Not Sam's not the other person.
The one who was with him in the cage.
Yes.
Which, by
I forgot
the way,
her name. Why am I forgetting her name?
I couldn't eat Suk. If I didn't know, I would have.
Kim Petras.
Kim Petras.
Thank you.
If I didn't know, I would have thought that was female all the way.
She is.
Now she is, but
Yes.
but her voice was female. I mean, you know what I mean? If you didn't tell me.
Well, I mean, it depends
I
on
wouldn't
when
know.
somebody transitions, right? I mean, there's a lot of things that go into consideration when transitioning is happening. So, but Kim is a woman for all intents and purposes, and she is representing a community and an evolution of self. And you have to really applaud all of that. So that's really good. I mean, really, it is. So we applaud you. I mean, there's a lot going on.
I felt dirty watching Sam Smith with his devil outfit.
Because you wanted to be the devil, didn't you?
Oh, baby, that's Sam Smith.
You wanted to go in latex.
Suk, Tara Lipinski. I'm wearing latex down here, by the way, right now. Tara Lipinski is here with us. She's got a show out on Crackle. I believe it's season 2. She'll tell us.
Okay.
It's called Wedding Talk.
I love talking weddings.
It's really, it's such a cool show. And the folks at Crackle, Chicken Soup for the Soul. Of course, the Suki and Scott show is up on Crackle. So when you're done watching Wedding Talk, you can see us talking about Wedding Talk. And let's take a little look. Tara's coming in. Here she is, and a little bit of the show, and then we'll bring her in on the other side. Watch.
Who is in the mood for an international adventure? We've got stunning videos, amazing guests, and international elegance. I'm Tara Lipinski, and today we're talking about how weddings bring people together. We're going to see it for ourselves in some very special wedding films. So grab your passport and let's go find some love. Let me just say we have so much in store with spectacular wedding videos and amazing couple stories. Get ready to tear up watching Touching True Love and then get the lowdown from our wedding experts as they reveal the crucial tips and tricks.
Such a beautiful art form. You know what's wonderful about that is it's clear that chivalry is not dead, but I love that it was her that did it.
Not how your average wedding film starts. I want to be at that wedding. Why wasn't I invited? Welcome to Wedding Talk.
There she is, ladies and gentlemen. Tara Lipinski in the house. Tara, listen, I need you to look like you're excited to be here.
I am.
She was in the green room waiting. She's here. Tara, congratulations on the new show. I love that you're spreading love. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, it was such an incredible opportunity that came around that I couldn't pass up. Obviously, my bread and butter is figure skating, an athlete my whole life, and then moved on to broadcast and hosting. And my partner in crime, Johnny Weir, and I have been able to expand beyond figure skating and show up in incredible places like the Super Bowl and the National Dog Show and the Summer Olympics. And so now really any opportunity that comes around, even though it's not figure skating, it's now my new second career as a host and broadcaster. And this one just felt so right since I'm a hopeless romantic and I love, and there couldn't be a better match.
Now, you're married, correct? So do you have any video from your wedding that you actually showed on this program or no?
I think they did in one of the episodes. We did a little bit. Obviously, it's not about my wedding, and it's so interesting. I wish that this show was around when I was planning my wedding, because I come home every night and say, "Oh my goodness," to my husband Todd, like we should have done this. I have all these notes. We're gonna have to do a vow renewal. So I really do wish the show was around. But the great thing about the show is it's not just it's amazing for couples that are planning a wedding, but what's great, it's kind of for everyone. Someone like me who loves events and event planning, or just loves love. You really get to know these couples, their backstory, their love story, and then why they choose the weddings they do. So you go on that journey with them, and then we get to meet some of them. So the show just really covers every aspect of wedding you can think of.
I just love that it's all like also it's culturally inclusive. It's inclusive in so many other different ways of broadening the horizon of how we look at marriage, and it's not just one dimensional anymore, it's multidimensional. And the fact that you have two other people that help sort it all out and tell the stories behind the stories.
Jose Rolón.
Yeah, which is fantastic.
Well, yeah, that's what I love about the show. It's not just what you would think the traditional wedding is. We cover every single different type of wedding, from an extravagant, luxurious wedding to a simple backyard wedding. Each episode is sort of themed out. So we will take you maybe one episode on an isolated wedding adventure where we see couples getting off a helicopter and getting married in Ann Arbor.
When love erupts, sometimes you don't choose your wedding location.
There's a wedding, my favorite one, I can't remember exactly where it was, but they were saying the vows with a volcano erupting behind them. And it was just spectacular. And I think that's what this show does so well, is that it's not just the fancy wedding we're going to see. It's not the traditional wedding we're going to see. We're going to see every different type of wedding there is.
Yeah, well, you know what? As you were talking about it, that segment just jumped up all by itself and came up on the screen. But I think we have a clip from, I think it's what the two guys were up on, like the volcano and on the lava rocks. Take a look. Here's a clip from Wedding Talk on Crackle. Watch.
When love erupts, sometimes you don't choose your wedding location, it chooses you. Yancey and Shumar Lily hiked 90 minutes through a snowstorm for their steaming hot marriage ceremony. From Keiko Films, an elopement you won't believe. Let's roll it.
What are we about to watch? This is wild.
Not how your average wedding film starts.
No, I've never seen this before.
So guys, their story is pretty impressive. They had their entire wedding planned, paid for everything. And then obviously COVID hit, plans changed, and they really had to figure out on the fly what they wanted to do with the remaining funds that they had. So of course one thinks of erupting volcano.
Yeah. First thing that came to my mind.
Exactly, but I feel like it's so special. They went up there only 10 people, so they didn't really have to choose who to invite.
Yeah.
I'm mind blown at that whole scenario right there.
Yeah.
I would think that the fireworks really happen after you get married, and like
It's gotta be hot on the feet, Suk.
I mean, to start it off with a bang like that is intense. But who's shooting these things?
Tara, who's doing the camera work in the helicopter?
Well, that's another thing that I think is a nice, surprise element, if you will, for me when I started hosting the show. You think wedding videos, you think, I don't know, maybe it's, the uncle in the background videoing the wedding. And this is definitely not. We work with Love Stories TV, who they have access to the most incredible filmmakers. And really, I stopped calling them wedding videos and started calling them films, because that's what they are. And that's what's really, I think, unique and special and interesting for couples that are going or planning a wedding to think about. I, of course, had my, I loved my wedding photos and pictures. And I also had, a wedding film. But, I didn't spend a lot of time thinking about the concept or a lot of what I wanted that video or film to portray. And that's what this show does. You really see that these filmmakers work with the couples to tell their story and to make it as personalized to their love story as possible. And then we have these incredible, practically you're watching a movie. So, and these memories last forever. It's way better than a wedding pic nowadays. So to have these films, they're just so special. So I when I sat down and I started looking at these films, I thought, oh my goodness, this is not what I was expecting.
Not at all.
So great. And again, it's the show is called Wedding Talk. It's on Crackle.
Your two
it's
co-hosts.
absolutely free. The two co-hosts there.
Jose
Rolone and Jove Meyer. They're the best.
Jove Meyer, two guys, great personalities. The chemistry is fantastic. And listen, whether you're into getting married or not, it's a great show to watch.
Yeah.
It's so interesting how people, again, like that
translate
whole thing,
their love.
We were just watching guys on a volcano.
Yeah.
And it's being filmed off a helicopter, and it's
I just
amazing.
think money, Tara. That's all I think. Somebody, I better start saving right
guys.
now. I have 2 children. Let's talk about your relationship with Johnny Weir. I feel like that is like
Johnny.
Like when you meet somebody special like that,
It's like us, like you and me.
I think it's really just something undeniable that you want to continue to work together.
Yeah.
When you met Johnny for the first time, did you know that it was going to be this explosion of chemistry that the world would then latch onto and then want more of?
I mean, we had no idea that the world would latch onto it. We just immediately felt that connection. It just was like he was a long lost soulmate that I met later in life. And obviously we knew of each other from, being in such a small world of figure skating, but it was just pretty immediate. And it was a connection that he translated on camera and off. So the way we are together, off camera and backstage is the same as we are on camera. And now it's been almost a decade that we've been doing this together. So, not only has our friendship deepened, but this is old hat at this point. So we finish each other's sentences. We've got each other's backs. And I cannot imagine sitting next to anyone else calling figure skating other than Johnny Weir. For me, it's meant to be.
Yeah, it's Lipinski and Weir for sure.
Yeah. That's how we feel about each other. Does he call you and sing Manilow on the phone, Tara?
I'm sure he
ever
calls
call you
all
on
the time.
It's funny if you think about it. So 1998, you won the Olympic gold, right? Here we are in 2023, right? So we're talking, this is the 25th anniversary right now, is it not?
You were 16.
It is.
Were you 16? Am I correct?
We are literally in the middle of February where the Winter Olympics normally go.
Yeah.
So it's got to be right around 25 years that you won Olympic gold, to which you had dreamt about since you were like 2 years old, because you were standing on that Tupperware thing, watching right? You were pretending you were winning a gold medal.
Yeah, I mean, I started skating at 3. Obviously, it was very social, and we went for a free Care Bear, and then you get sucked into the lessons and the group sessions, and then all of a sudden you're competing, and it just the ball's rolling. But I started skating so young, and from very early on, watching the Olympics, just knew I wanted to go to the Olympics and be an Olympian, and then eventually the thought of winning an Olympic gold medal was everything that I had ever dreamed of. And when that happened, it was just the most surreal moment.
Yeah.
You're so little. Do you look back at that and be like, did you have any
really
idea of the immensity of that moment, the watershed moment, and also record-breaking moment that you were creating?
Yeah, I was trying not to think of it because it was so nerve-wracking. I just was so young and never never dealt with pressure quite like that. Obviously, there's lots of pressure as an athlete, and you're competing at world championships, but an Olympic Games and the level of attention that is on you in those moments, and you have about 6 minutes to make or break that moment in your career. It's terrifying, and it's something that you can't really prepare for. So to be honest, I was trying not to really think that this was a big deal, even though I knew it was.
You had like this cool rivalry with Michelle Kwan, right? I think, two Americans, you guys, really everybody, looking to one up each other. But when you won the gold, you were the youngest skater to ever do it. And I think you held that record, right, just up until a couple of years ago.
I still hold the record for the youngest individual gold medalist in the Winter Olympics. They now have team events. which they didn't have back in my day. So now there's team events, but yeah, crazy enough. I mean, that's got to change at some point, I would assume, but they've just moved the age. That there's a new rule where the age is now lifted. It's going to be over the next year or so to 17.
That's amazing.
I think it was the Nagano Olympics. Am I correct? Am I?
Yes.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember that because we were in CBS. I worked at CBS at the time, and CBS carried the Nagano Olympics. They were the station. And I remember interviewing you eons ago, and just the whole story of you. And you know what I was always reminded of, and I think you embody that right now. You were always very composed. You were always so light years ahead of I think that's what it takes to be an Olympian. And I have a child who's 13 years old, and I cannot imagine the intensity of workout and what you have to give up. And you have to give these young athletes so much credit to be able to have the bandwidth and the mental fortitude to be able to fight the way you did. So cheers to you, and cheers to you for coming on the other side, happy, healthy, thriving, different career. I love the outfits that you come up with. I mean, on a total like girly note, I mean, you and Johnny Weir, like, I want to know, do you guys like go into each other's closets and do like looks and say, hey, let's
we definitely do. There's definitely a lot of collaboration, and we like to put on a show. We are, at the end of the day, figure skaters that wore sequins our whole life. So you really can't take that away from us.
I love it. I love it.
Tara, listen, all these, all these accomplishments. And of course, we're talking to Tara Lipinski, host of Wedding Talk on Crackle, of course, produced by Chicken Soup for the Soul. All these accomplishments, Tara, the Olympic gold medal, that's all well and good. It's all nice. It's very nice, but nothing really compares to your performance on Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I mean, that is without a doubt your defining moment. Did you always want to act too? I know you started skating early on, but did you want to be in front of the camera as an actor as well?
No, I mean, I don't think it was ever a dream of mine, but my world sort of collided after the Olympics, working with different networks and doing my own specials, and then doing a lot of cameos for these networks. So it was really fun to dip my toe into acting, and it didn't feel too far off. Obviously, very different than skating, but still, I grew up in the entertainment industry, if you will, for so long, and just felt like, why not try it? And it was so much fun. And I look back on those years it was probably during the Olympics, right after the Olympics, where I had so many fun opportunities to hop on these shows.
Funny.
What is next for you? Like, what else do you want to do or create? Because you're this creative soul that's out there. I mean, obviously, you're always going to have ice skating as your wheelhouse. And
so I feel like, for when I look back on my careers, there's just been so many different quote unquote jobs, from being an athlete to being a professional athlete, where I toured with Stars on Ice with my idols, Christy Yamaguchi and Scott Hamilton for years, and really learned how to be a performer, and then moved on to some acting, hosting, voiceovers, then moved on to broadcast and becoming a sports analyst. And now, like I said, I love my job. I love getting to talk figure skating every single year, and to be part of the Olympic family with NBC, where Johnny and I also host the closing ceremony, and we get to do, like I said, fun things where we show up at a Super Bowl, or we're working the Kentucky Derby. So, so many opportunities have come out of my skating career. And then Johnny and I at the Sochi Olympics, after that Olympic Games, there were so many other opportunities that we never thought we'd get to experience, that, it's just fun sort of riding that wave. And at this point, like I said, all I can see is working with Johnny for years to come. And, I do a lot of other things. My husband's a sports doc director. During the pandemic, I produced and he directed a 4-part series for Peacock called Meddling. which was on the judging scandal in 2002. So we got to work together for the first time. So I'm sure there'll be more of that in the future. So I keep myself busy. And like I said, there's always these random jobs that I always think, where are they coming from? And let's try it.
They come when you're good.
I love it.
Well, who's just before we let you go, ice skating wise, who are people that we should look out for? Who are those names in U.S. ice skating that are really coming up the ranks?
There's two big names that you need to look for. So Ilya Malinin on the men's side, he is the first human to ever land a quad axel, which is something I never thought I'd see in my lifetimes, 4.5 revolutions. And then Isabel Levito is we just got back from the national championships, and she was the newly crowned women's champion for the United States. And she has so much potential and talent. So there's a lot of talent in U.S. figure skating right now. So it'll be exciting to see now. This is just the year after the Olympics. So this next quad, as we call it, towards 26 in Milan, Italy, it'll be exciting to see the new names that pop up.
Oh, watch this, Suk. Tara, speaking of first-time moves, I have a quiz for you.
Okay.
You were the first woman figure skater to complete what famous move on the ice?
A quiz for me? Yeah, it was triple loop.
Triple loop, Suki.
I should know that, right?
Right, you're the first. You're the first.
Tara, would you be able to recreate that for us while you're in the...
Oh, no. Very difficult to do without the ice.
But I can imagine you and Johnny in Milan. That's going to be a lot of fun. I can imagine the shopping that's going to go down.
We can't wait.
I know.
So the show is called Wedding Talk.
Wedding Talk.
It's on Crackle, produced by Chicken Soup for the Soul, Tara Lipinski, one of the co-hosts. You got to check it out. It's so great. And the greatest thing about Crackle, Suki, is that we're on there as well.
Yep.
And it's not a subscriber-based site.
It's for everybody.
No, it's for everybody.
No, it's free, which is great.
Everything is free. And you go on, you search Wedding Talk. You could search the Suki and Scott show. They have movies, they have shows, you name it, it's there. So Wedding Talk, go check out Tara. Tara, thank you so much. Continued success, and just, keep doing what you're doing. Tell Johnny we said hello.
We'd love to have the two of you on.
Yeah, get you guys both on the show, and we'll play like the newlywed game against you two. And
we'll see who wins. That sounds like a good plan.
And tell your husband to get you something good for Valentine's Day.
Okay. All right. It was so great chatting with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All the best.
So great. Tara Lipinski, Sue.
What a talent.
She's so young, and she's done so much already.
I mean,
it's wild, right?
I think she came out of the womb as a winner. You know what I mean?
God.
Like I'm saying, like that kind of mental fortitude as a champion. I mean, we all have children. We all know children. To get to that level of playing on that national and international stage, it's a whole other mother load of child. And that's why she's successful.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show is called Wedding Talk. It's on Crackle, crackle.com. Go check it out. You can download the app or go to crackle.com. They've got so much going on there. We have got Megan Farrell coming up. She's got new music for us. And the Suki and Scott show is coming back in right about 60 seconds. You're not drinking enough water, so you're dehydrated. And you're not eating enough fruits and vegetables, so you're not as healthy as you can be. Here's the solution. Vitapod drinks are packed with vitamins, minerals, and key nutrients, giving you what you need. Fill the bottle with water, put in the pod, twist, then shake and enjoy. Vitapods taste fresh and delicious. Plus, you'll have more energy and feel better when you're hydrated and healthier. Vitapods cost a fraction of bottled drinks. You'll save hundreds this year. Vitapods are 1/16 the plastic of single-use bottles and easy to recycle. Forget sugar-packed sodas. Vitapods are sugar-free, all natural and low-calorie, perfect for weight loss. And they taste incredible with flavors like blueberry pomegranate and raspberry hibiscus, with formulations for hydration, beauty, energy, sports, and more. Get 40% off with coupon code HealthX at VitapodWorld.com. That's VitapodWorld.com. VitaPodWorld.com.
I love
Suk,
Vitapod.
how'd I do on that commercial?
I think you did great. I think you did great. I think our viewers are going out and get those Vitapods.
Listen, I
It's all about that.
gotta tell you, they sent me home from the shoot with a whole bunch of the pods,
and you use it.
I used them all up. They were really
and you're not
fantastic.
a person who likes to stay hydrated, but
no,
Vitapod lets
you know, I like to get my exercise, but hydrated.
Now Vitapod lets you do both.
Vitapod lets you do both. It gives you all your vitamins and minerals and everything else, and so on and so forth. So anyway, we got Megan Farrell coming up in just a sec. The side of that head you saw was Lee Moore from Lee Moore Media. That's where we're shooting our program. That's where this lovely set is, LeeMooreMedia.com. Is that the right address? LeeMooreMedia.com, my friends. Check them out for all of your broadcasting needs.
Yes.
Suk, listen, before we bring Megan in, I have to say I was watching, I was going through Twitter the other day, and you know how they had the Chinese air balloon, the spy balloon.
Well, we've been talking about the spy balloon for quite some time now.
So apparently the FBI, they gathered it up. The Navy gathered up the evidence from the water. They're bringing it to the FBI, so on and so forth. Well, our good buddy Will Presti had the tweet of the week. I got to tell you, and Will put up a tweet, and here it is right here. Take a look. It says, "I'm no spy balloon expert, but I'm thinking sky blue would have been a better choice than white for the color of this balloon." And I got to tell you, I think Will's onto something, Sue.
I definitely think Will's onto something.
If they would have made it sky blue,
maybe you wouldn't have seen it. Camouflage. It could have been that. That's why they call it sky blue.
Yeah,
Will Presti with that brilliance.
Camouflage. That's our boy Will. And he when we get
this balloon was the size of 3 actual
trucks. Or something,
yeah,
right?
big trucks. I mean, this wasn't like a little thing like kind of going.
Yeah, not like one of those hot air balloons.
No.
This was a big mother trucker balloon.
Mother trucker.
Yeah, it was a mother trucker. Anyway, so Will, of course, a good friend of the show. The
memes were flying. There was somebody that attached like a Chinese food delivery bag.
Right. The Chinese with the box and everything else. It's so great.
I'm glad we're all laughing about it. We'll figure it out in a couple of years if our security has been
hopefully
reached.
it doesn't lead to anything dangerous.
Yeah.
Anyway, as we roll along, Megan Farrell's been on the show a couple times, Suk. She's so fantastic. She's got new music out. She's got a crowdfund site set up. She's raised a lot of money. She's making a new album. Here's a little bit of Megan. We'll show her some of her music. Then she's going to come in on the other side and sing for us. Here she is. Watch.
That I am a woman and I'm worthy of love. And I am a person down here on earth. If I can't see it, I believe it always is when I learn. I am a woman and I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of your love. When I am not afraid of anything or anyone not meant for me. No, I am not afraid to be alone.
Yes, indeed. Come on in here, Megan Farrell.
Where'd you go,
Come on,
Megan?
Jeff. You could do it, buddy. Jeff,
There you
Jeff.
go,
There he is.
Megan Farrell. How are you?
Megan.
Hi, friends.
Oh, there she is. She's a little. Megan, your voice is off from your face.
I do my best. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but your signal.
What's wrong with my face?
Funkadelic. Your face looks beautiful. It's not.
What's wrong with my face, Scotty?
Sorry.
Oh, there you go. You know what? I think it just kicked in.
I think it might have corrected itself.
Let's
you know,
see.
it's just a signal. I think it's kicking in.
Yeah.
Megan, sing the Barney theme song for
I think
me.
it takes a minute.
There you go.
There
I think
you go.
you're
It's
good.
fine. You
Look
corrected
at us.
itself.
I don't think I remember that.
Yeah. Well, listen. It
I
just
love
depends.
you. You love me.
Oh, the Barney song. We're
We're
a happy family.
We're a
with
family.
And a kiss from me to you.
That's right. Right.
I just want to tell you to go.
Remember those tapes, Barney? Oh my God. Megan, how are you, young
How's that
lady? Good to
looking?
see you.
Better.
Oh, it's so good to see you too. I missed y'all.
Yeah.
Missed you too. You have been up to so much. I mean, so what are you doing now? You're crowdfunding right now for the next album. Is that what you're doing?
Yes. It's a platform called Kickstarter.
Okay.
And can you all hear me? I'm assuming not.
Yes.
Go ahead. Now
you're
you're
good.
good.
You're
You're
great.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's on a platform, Kickstarter, and it's really how independent musicians raise money to make new records.
I love it. So it's on Kickstarter. Megan Farrell.
It's
Megan, you know what? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to log
out,
log
come back in.
log back in, and let's see if we can get a better signal on you. And Suki
okay.
and I
I'll come
will,
back.
All right,
we'll
did
kill
this
some
before with
time.
her.
Suki, while we're waiting for her to come back, I'm watching TV the other day,
And you're watching it.
and there's a movie that comes on, a trailer for a movie called Cocaine Bear. Suki, this is a real thing. See it? There it is right there. Not only is it a cocaine bear, Suki, but it says inspired by true events.
This is real? Like
This
a
is
bear ate
Suki,
cocaine?
this is a movie that's coming out. It's a story about a plane that goes down in the middle of nowhere with cocaine on the plane.
And then the bear eats it?
The bear finds the cocaine, goes on a little binge like Tony Montana, and then starts, going after everybody in the woods. And I'm like, there's no way
this is
a real movie that's coming out at the end of the month. And it's literally, it's all over I even put on Twitter, I said, did I just see a trailer for a movie called Cocaine Bear? And like 10,000 people wrote me back. They're like, dude, where you been? That's been out for like weeks.
Oh my God.
And I'm thinking to myself, I'm trying to come up with something clever.
You can't,
But
because that is it. I mean,
Suki, here it is. You ready for this?
All right.
If you had to name the bear in the movie, it would be Pablo Escobar. Come on. Right? Am I right?
It would be Pablo
If
Escobar.
you're going to name this bear, it's Pablo Escobar.
That's so good.
It's unbelievable. I thought it was ingenious, but so Cocaine Bear. I mean, it's
you
like
can't make this stuff
you
up.
thought Sharknado was bad, but
I thought Sharknado was bad, but this could be it.
Suk, the best thing is inspired by true events.
So there was a bear that went down. There was a plane that went down
Plane
with a
goes
whole
down,
bunch of coke.
carrying coke.
And then all of a sudden, the bear digs it up.
The
in the
bear's
middle.
like, he's going to town. And look, he's going after people in the campgrounds. It's wild, Suk. I bet
and he's
you,
ripping people apart
I bet
in
you
campgrounds.
it's so bad that
It's
it's
so
probably
good.
going to be so good.
It's kind of like Sharknado.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
so outlandish
Yeah, I've watched Sharknado every time.
that it's so good.
Anyway, let's see if Megan's back. Let's see if
She's
we can
back.
pop her back up. Let's see how her signal is. Megan,
Yes, so much better.
Better?
Yes, 100%. She's blinking on point. Yes, it's good. Yes.
how do you know when she's
Hello.
blinking?
Look, she's all right. It's all right.
No, see her mouth.
I mean,
still
I'm
doesn't
all right
match
for
her
now.
color. All right. Listen, Megan, let's do this. Let's talk about. I want you to. You're in the middle of making a new album on the crowdfunding site. You're raising money. The name of the it's
Kickstarter.
called Motherland, the record. And tell us what it's. What is it about? You wrote it all yourself, right?
So far, yes, all of the songs have been from my own pen. And it really is sort of a prequel to Conversations with Myself, which was really what a record about coming out on the other side of doing the healing work.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this record is a little bit more of the muck and the mud that you crawl through to get there.
Oh, wow.
And I'm very, very proud of it. It definitely is the most intimate songs I've written yet. And it touches, I have to write songs about the things that I feel like we all as humans need to work on in our lives and heal from. And I mean, I will still have joy. I love being happy, but I really love the depths that I'm reaching with this record.
I mean, it's kind of incredible that, I do believe as a songwriter, you have to be completely intimate with yourself. It almost is like a Dear Diary moment.
Yeah.
Like, those words that resonate with somebody's soul, the words that resonate with somebody's life, and then you try and connect with the rest of the world that's gone through those similar experiences.
I want to, Suk, I want to try one more thing with Megan. Jeff, put her back up for a sec. Megan, you're not on your cell phone, right? You're on a regular computer?
I'm on a very cheap computer.
All right, here's what I want. Here's what I want you to do. We're gonna have. I want you to log off one more time, and log in on your phone.
Got it.
All right, go ahead. Do that. Log off. Come back in on the phone. Suki and I are going to talk about the cocaine bear a little bit. But also, Suk, listen, Super Bowl's coming up, right?
Yeah.
There's the cocaine.
Wow. Pablo Escobar.
Pablo Escobar. How
Pablo
cool is that?
That's a good name.
I love it. By the way, Suki, when contacted on the telephone, the original Coke Bear, the Coca-Cola Bear, sent his best wishes. He was a little ticked off that he wasn't picked for the part.
He wasn't the only one.
But he said he hopes Pablo Escobar gets the help
That's
that he
funny.
desperately needs.
That's funny.
And but yes, that's the original Coke Bear. Super Bowl's coming up, dude. Who do you like?
Ready for the commercials and
Here's what
the halftime show. Go Riri, go Riri. It's your birthday. Go Riri.
Umbrella, Ella.
I mean, forget about that. I know that Jay-Z's going to come out. I know that everybody else from Rock Nation is going to come out.
You think they'll all be out there?
I think they're going to be representing pretty hard.
You think Eminem will pop out? He has a
definitely.
song with her, right?
Yeah.
What's the song he has with her?
Oh my gosh.
What is it?
Yeah. Monster.
Oh yeah, the monster.
There's a monster under my bed.
Is that how it goes?
Yes, but it doesn't sound like,
Give me the tune for Monster.
There is a
remember it?
monster under
let me
my
hear.
bed. Come save me.
Out of
Come
my
save
head.
me.
I can't get the
That's
tune.
not fair.
But that's not fair.
That's it, right?
Why can't I get the tune from the way you're singing? Let me hear real quick.
I sang it.
And I'm thick with the monster.
That's it.
That's out of my head.
You know the song. There you go. That is the song. And then I do think I sang just like Riri did. What's your problem?
My hand.
Yeah. Save me. I sounded just like her.
You did. I'll give it to you. Give me a little bit Under My Umbrella.
That was her first song when she signed with Rockefeller Nation.
But you know what her first song was? Tell me what her first popular song. I know it.
Hey, Mr. DJ, won't
on
this
the
evening.
replay. Mr. DJ, won't you turn the music up?
She actually came on WPIX to actually
Where?
sing that song. Oh yeah, she didn't.
What station is that?
I don't know.
Never heard of them.
We don't know.
Anyway, so all right, let's see. Megan's back. She's on her cell phone. Let's see if this worked better.
Hey, much better. Isn't that amazing? How
Third time's a charm?
Can't hear. No.
Yes.
There you go. Megan, listen. Turn your phone sideways.
Yeah, because we need the long length. There you go.
There
Hey, see how incredible that is? It's amazing.
Can you hear me though?
Yes.
Thank
It's
God.
incredible. The phone is it. The phone is it. Here's Megan Farrell, everybody.
Megan, good to see you.
Good to see you, Megan.
Thank you for sticking with me.
I love you.
Nah, listen, this was the last shot, but we would definitely try everything before we kicked you out of the show.
Oh, third time's a charm. I appreciate that so much.
Megan, I think we've been on the show like 4 times. When we first discovered you through some of the fans that watch the show who were like, you need to meet this girl.
Well, Jason Spiewak.
Well, Jason Spiewak put us in, but then like a lot of people started, like from the Suki and Scott show, started to go on to your
Megan
page.
back.
Yeah, bring Megan back. You really resonated with fans. And now you've got this Kickstarter program because you're doing a new album and you're saying that's where a lot of independent artists kind of go to get money. So tell us about that story and tell us about why this album is so deeply personal.
Thank you for letting us tap back in and get a clearer situation happening here. I for sure, the way independent music is, and the way that the business has changed into streaming, we don't get paid for that music, and we get paid actually minuscule amounts.
Right.
And it has turned into where most independent musicians that don't have a label backing, our fans pay for everything up front. And if they want to become, I know that's kind of a harsh way to say it, but that's kind of really what it is. Everything from album distribution to the producers, to the mixers, to the merch that they're going to get.
Wow.
And so that's the great thing about Kickstarter. And it's my favorite crowdfunding platform I've ever done. But the thing about Kickstarter is if you don't reach your goal, you don't get the money.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's
well, you were pretty
all
close.
or nothing. It's all or nothing.
Yeah.
Wow, it's all or nothing, all in or nothing.
Megan,
wow.
your goal, I think, because I think your goal was 20,000, right?
Yes. Yeah. Last time I did it, I did 18, and it was in 2020, right after COVID. I was still working 2 jobs. And I went on the floating music festival called the Rock Boat and sort of had this breakout moment. And then my crowdfund in April of 2020 actually reached its goal. And we just added on tacked on a couple more. And it's been 2 years now plus since the last record. And that's 2 years plus. I've been living in this spare bedroom at my mother's house.
That's okay.
It's all right. You'll tell the story on
when you get your Grammy, you'll get
Yeah.
it. You'll get it.
I mean, the record is called Motherland.
I love it. Megan, where could people go if they want to donate a couple bucks to help you finish off? Because I know you were pretty close to your goal, I think, last time I checked.
I have let's see, there's about 13 days left, and I have about $5,000 left to raise. And then we're going to do a stretch goal of 25,000. So if I reach my goal and I still continue to raise, then we're going to tack on another extra special thing that you're going to get to be a part of if you so graciously want to be a part of making a record with me.
Oh, that's amazing.
I love it. So we got to get on this Kickstarter thing.
No, we will. But you know what, Megan? I want everybody to see just how darn special you are. And you were
Yeah.
talking about how this album was so near and dear to, getting your real work of going through the muck. You were calling it. So tell us about the song that you're going to sing and why you wrote it and why it's so special to you.
I would love to. You definitely aired a little bit the clip of it. It's a song called "Worthy of Love" or "Worthy of Your Love," and I think it was a song. I don't think it was. It was definitely a song I needed to write because I needed to hear those words. Usually that's why I write my songs, is because something's going on up here that is uncomfortable to sit in. And writing music and being creative helps me get through those moments where I don't feel worthy and I don't feel like I'm ever going to meet somebody, or that you're going to be alone forever and live in your mom's house for the rest of your life. But so it was just one of those days where I had to write a song just to remind myself that my dreams are valid, my feelings are valid. And I think it's a lot of what women go through, that they don't feel worthy enough because of the magazine pictures and the movies and TV, and how we are constantly critiquing what we're wearing, how we look, and all these things. And that particular day, I thought that I wasn't pretty enough or worthy enough or any of that. And so I wrote the song to remind myself that, no, damn it, I am worthy of the greatest love.
That's right. You are.
Light it up, my friend. Let's hear it. You want to sing?
Thanks. I wore this shirt that's a little, never mind, I'm babbling.
It's so cute.
That could have gone on for a while. All right. I've made a million mistakes, and I forgave myself for. And I'm moving past all the days that I was passed out on the floor. 'Cause this life's important, you see. And who will share it with me? And if you're not in all the way, I'm gonna show you to the door. 'Cause I've been down the road where no one stays, and I never thought that I would be okay. That I am a woman worthy of love, and I am a person, yes, down here on earth. And oh, if I can't see, I'll believe it. Oh, and that's when I learn I am a woman, and I'm worthy of love. And I am not afraid of anything or anyone not meant for me. No, I am not afraid to be alone. woman, and I'm worthy of your love. Yes, yeah. And I am a human who knows what they deserve. I know what I deserve. 'Cause I am a woman worthy of love. And I am a person, yes, down here on earth. And oh, if I can't see it, I'll believe it. Oh, and that's when I learned I am a woman, and I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of your love. Yeah. Woo. I can't hear you.
That's
Hold
our
on.
fault. We're out.
Oh, good. So they didn't hear us say that. Can you hear us now?
Yes, there you go.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we have the Kickstarter. So it's kickstarter.com projects Motherland, the record. And
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's got to jump on there. Kickstarter.com.
And then look up Motherland.
Motherland, the record. Even if you can give, $10 bucks,
10,
20
20,
bucks. If all of our
50,
if all of our
100, yeah.
viewers jump on there,
Yeah.
we'll pop up that $5,000 in no time.
Yeah.
You get there's different tiers for the things that you get. I mean, I think so it's as little as 10 or 20 bucks and you get the digital physical copy. And I, from the bottom of my heart, just wanted to say, if anybody donates, thank you very much.
We love
you. We love you.
Remember-
Meg, I think you're one of the most talented people out there. I mean, we've had a lot of people come on the show.
A lot of people.
And you're like my top 3 favorite artists that
Even
I've
better,
ever.
better than those hacks, Hey Monet. Those
I
guys
love Hey
came
Monet.
on.
I love you
Well,
guys.
that's who I'm getting back into.
band.
That's who I'm
Yes,
getting back
the
to the
young
studio
kids.
with to make this record.
I remember you were on with Hey Monet, the 3 of you guys, and you sang "Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls,"
and you just did it like spontaneously.
Sub Radio.
I didn't do the rap, did
really
I? Did I do the rap? I
You
can't
rap.
Yeah,
You
you
did
rapped.
the rap.
You did the rap.
Let me hear. Megan, do the rap. Go ahead.
Yeah, you did the
Let
rap.
me hear
I
it.
seen a
You did it,
rainbow
Left Eye.
yesterday. Hold on. I seen a rainbow yesterday with too many storms have come and gone, leaving a trace of never God. I know my life is 10 shades of gray. I pray I'll 10 fade away, seldom pray them for another day. And that's all I can remember.
That's right, Left
Don't
Eye
go
Lopez, hanging out in
chasing
Pennsylvania,
waterfalls.
representing. Look at you.
Dancing to the rhythm.
Scott wants to, Scott wants to be a musician. Let's all.
Gonna have it your way or no way at all.
But
I think you're moving too
fast.
Listen, Meg, before we go, we got like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Give us your favorite cover tune, like 30 seconds of your favorite cover tune with the guitar.
Okay.
Take us
Thank
out
God
on a high note, Megan Farrell.
Thank God I practiced it beforehand. People living their lives with you on TV. They say they're better than you, and you agree. He says, hold my calls behind these cold walls. He says, come here, boy, there ain't nothing for free. Another doctor's bill, a lawyer's bill, another cute, cheap thrill. You know you love him. You put him in your will, but who will save your soul when it comes to flower now? And who will save your soul after those lies that you told, boy? And who will save your soul if you won't save your own?
Very nice.
We love you, Megan. I mean, we really wish you the best in this Kickstarter. I mean, this is all about independent artists who are trying to get their voice out. And this is how people raise money to put their, their music and their work out into the world. And
and by the way,
as creative people, we know how important it is. It's like to live and breathe, right? It's just an expression of yourself. And when you're not doing something that you love, you don't feel good about yourself.
And Megan, one day, we're gonna have a Suki and Scott show live show in a theater somewhere.
It's gonna happen.
And we're gonna
keep
have
talking about this. I know. I'm
3
there.
hours. 3 hours of performances from people, comics, musicians, everybody, and you're going to be there when it happens. So,
and you know what? I really think, listen, look, we're in a studio now. We're launching the next iteration of who we're going to be. Yeah. And so I think it's just a matter of time. It's never, what do they say, Megan? It's 15 years of hard work before you become an overnight success. I don't know. What is it?
Oh, it's a 20-year town, it's so funny. Because you were talking about Tara Lipinski was on. By the way, I was freaking out a little bit because, if you couldn't tell, I'm a 90s child. And so in 98, when she won, I was graduating high school.
Oh, wow.
And so it was huge. My sister's texting me like, holy crap, I can't believe Tara Lipinski's going to be on. So thank you for Tara for putting me on the same show as that absolute goddess of a human being. My 18-year-old self was geeking out.
I love it. I love it.
Megan, listen, happy Valentine's Day. Hopefully someone is there to give you something nice, box of chocolates.
Not, Scott is here to tell you how much he loves you.
Let me know. I will take care of it. I love you.
Well,
you
these
know
days
that.
I'm, buying myself flowers. So
that's right. That's what Miley said. I can buy myself flowers.
Damn, I wish I wrote that song.
My own hand. Get rid of your hand.
At first I was afraid. I was petrified.
I can talk for hours. I love that damn song.
Megan, thank you so much.
Freaking amazing.
Hey, tell Jason to get you something. That's what you do. Spiewak. I know he's married now. Tell him to get you something.
We'll get a Starbucks gift card. That works.
That's good. That's good. We'll take it.
Megan, thank you so much, sweetie. Good luck.
Thank you, guys. Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Megan Farrell, everybody support her as she gets her new album, The Motherland, the record. It's a Kickstarter for her new album. That's how independent artists do it. We always learn something new.
Good stuff.
We don't know about the whole process of how
everybody,
so
it's a
many,
struggle, Sue.
So many young musicians who are trying to get their word out, their music out. This is how they do it.
You know what? For every one superstar you see or someone who makes it, there's a million people who don't. And 10 million people who are trying their best to get there.
I know.
And all they need is that one big break, that one big yes. Like you and me.
All you need is one yes.
Just need one yes.
That's all we say all the time.
One yes, everybody. Well, listen, that's going to do it for today. Tara Lipinski, Wedding Talk, Megan Farrell. You got to check everybody out. We love you guys. We'll be back, I think, at least next Thursday. More guests coming. We might do some stuff in the boxes from our homes. I may pop up with Philly on Monday night to do maybe even just have Philly sing a little bit because we haven't hung out with him in a while.
Yeah, we need to get that going.
An unofficial Suki and Scott show. But it's been great. We keep moving along. Lots of big news coming in the week or so. We got a lot of big news for you guys. But anyway, we love you. Have a great Super Bowl. Valentine's Day is on Tuesday. And enjoy the weekend. Bye, everybody.
We love you.
You're not drinking enough water, so you're dehydrated. And you're not eating enough fruits and vegetables, so you're not as healthy as you can be. Here's the solution. Vitapod drinks are packed with vitamins, minerals, and key nutrients, giving you what you need. Fill the bottle with water, put in the pod, twist, then shake and enjoy. Vitapods taste fresh and delicious. Plus, you'll have more energy and feel better when you're hydrated and healthier. Vitapods cost a fraction of bottled drinks. You'll save hundreds this year. Vitapods are 1/16 the plastic of single-use bottles and easy to recycle. Forget sugar-packed sodas. Vitapods are sugar-free, all-natural, and low-calorie, perfect for weight loss. And they taste incredible with flavors like blueberry pomegranate and raspberry hibiscus, with formulations for hydration, beauty, energy, sports, and more. Get 40% off with coupon code HealthX at VitapodWorld.com. That's VitapodWorld.com.
Got it. That concludes our broadcast day.
Excuse me, that's